Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I was just checking this row there. I thought I had forgot to slip the stitch I'm knitting on this row, but I didn't. But anyway, I've been doing a little bit more of my own. This is my own cardigan. I'm getting that far with the right side of it now. I'll put that down in a minute. And I've been doing a little bit crochet this morning. And that'll be the little bag. I've got the dark grey zip to put in it. And that's, I've did so much in the grey, and then I've done just some double crochet around the edge and left that's the long end to start sewing the zip. So I'll have to put the zip on and then sort the material out for the lining for it inside the lining. And that I think is about 8.5 inches. Not quite 8.5 inches. When I put the zip on, the zip is slightly longer, but when I put the zip in, I turn these ends down inside like that, so you know, could be all a little bit longer than what I need them. That's so that the zip comes right up to the edge on either side. So that needs sorting out. We'll do a little bit more of that tomorrow morning, I think. And I finished the, got that much stuff in here, the wool setting. I finished the band on there. So I haven't started writing the pattern out, but I'm going to start sorting it out now. But I'm going to try and finish this cardigan anyway before midnight on Monday, because I have that offers come up on my AB again, where they give me 70% off the selling fees. So I have up till midnight on Monday to use it. I used it this morning on I think I sold 3 knitting patterns, and when I relisted those patterns, I activated the offer, so I'll get 70% off the selling fees. It's not much on the knitting patterns, but there's a little bit and it's worth it. So that's where I'm going to try and finish that before midnight on Monday. I just have a sleeve and the other side to do, and then put the collar on. But I've been did a little bit shopping today. I did go out purposely because there was a lady bought one of the cardigans that I had up on AB. It was a pink rosebud one, a 24-inch one. And when she bought it, she said there's not much growing room for a daughter in it. So she asked me, next time I'm doing any knitting to sell on AB, would I do the same again, but in a 26 instead of a 24, and a white one as well, and put them up on AB and let her know when they're on AB. So she particularly wanted the same pink, but that pink was the majestic that I only had 1 ball left. I put 5 balls away for myself because I like that particular wool, and there was only 1 other ball left, so there wasn't enough to do what she wanted. So I did tell her that I didn't have that same wool. But I thought I'd been shopping around, looking around, and I went up to Poundland first because I was wanting to go to Poundland for, I'll show you what I got at Poundland. There's a little bit shopping, but it's not enough to bother putting a video on my shopping channel, so I'm just showing you here. It's only a little bit that I bought. I bought some sea boots, crisps, because I like these particular crisps, and they're only £1 in Poundland. But if I buy them from Morrison's, because Morrison's up in the same place, that's where Poundland is, from Morrison's or Sainsbury's, they're £1.45. So if I buy a packet of those, because I like a packet of crisps for the night time when I'm sitting, and I went for jelly beans. I always take a packet of sweets for my great grandkids when I go down my granddaughter's, and it's quite a large packet. There's 250 grams in that packet, and like I said, I always take a packet of sweets, and I always say to the kids, when you get sick of what I bring you, tell me and I'll bring you something else, whatever else you want. So the middle one, Tommy, he whispered to me on Sunday before I was going home, Nana, can I have jelly beans? I don't know why he whispered, because his mum won't buy them, because of that practically £1.50, I think, a £1.49 a packet in holidays. And I wasn't buying them either, and I say it's a lot smaller, the packet's a lot smaller than these ones. And I know why he whispered, because he didn't want his mum to hear what he was asking for, because he knows why his mum will not buy them, because of the price of them, which I don't blame her. I mean, they went up from less than £1 when the cost of living and everything started going up. They went up to £1.49 a packet, but these are only £1 in Poundland, the jelly beans, and I don't know how much was in the packet, but there's a lot more in here. So there was like about 2 packets when see me going up next week. I have one for this Sunday when I go, and one for the next Sunday, because I have 2 lots of sweets for the other kids as well. But I just like the way he whispered to me. I was on the way out the door, and I have jelly beans. So that's what I got for him. And then I went up there purposely. I was looking to see if I could find any nice pink wool, because Woolco used to be up where Poundland took over the Woolco shop up Killingworth, it's called, where I live. And Woolco used to have some lovely wool. I bought a lot of their wool, and it was always nice, the pink and the white and the lemon and everything I used to buy up there. And they're no longer, you can no longer get anything from there anymore, because it's not, they've closed all their shops now. But Poundland had nothing in. Poundland used to have a lot of nice wool. I'm going to have a look go into my town, into North Shields, maybe it's tomorrow morning, and have a look and see what they have in their own shop there. Because they used to have a lot of wool, but this one that's opened up in place of the Woolco shop, the Wilco or Woolco, whatever they called it, they've just got nothing in. They've got 1 or 2 colours, and they did have a pink, but it was like a dusty pink. It was a very deep pink. It wasn't a baby colour. So I thought, while I'm out in my car, I'll have a shop around. So one shop I won't go to is Hobbycraft, because it's so expensive in there. But there are 1 or 2 other places. I went up to the Range, and the Range did have a nice pink. It had a bit of a sheen to it, the pink they had, but they only had 1 ball. That was all. And I thought, well, I need about 3 balls for to do a 26-inch. I thought, I'm not going to get that 1 ball, because if I go back another time, there'll probably be a different die number. So that was a waste of time. And then I came back and I thought, I'll have a look in B&M. So I went into B&M. It was the same in there. And their wool is so expensive in there. It was £2.50 for just an ordinary acrylic. That's more than what most of the well-known brands are charge. And I thought, I'm not paying £2.50 for it. It had like a bit glitter in it, like a bit, that sparkly bit sparkle in it, like. And it was £2.50, but the ordinary one was £2.50 as well. No, but I did buy 2 balls of this. Already have 2 balls of this, and the lady in the United States, Daggery, did ask me to do 2 baby blankets before the Christmas it was, for for her. And I thought I have 2 balls of this, but I wasn't sure whether there'd be enough. I didn't think there'd be enough in 2 balls to do a baby blanket, so I thought I'll do a baby blanket with this because I didn't know what else to use it for. And then I have some of that pom-pom yarn, so I'll do the white one for somebody's expecting a baby, but somebody else has already had a baby, a girl, I think she said. So I have some pink and white pom-pom, so I'm going to make a blanket out of that as well. I have 3 large balls of that because something else I didn't know what to use it up for. So that's what I'm going to do, a baby blanket with this and a baby blanket with the pom-pom to send to the United States, to Daggery. So that was just a little bit shopping I did today. It wasn't really enough to do a video on my shopping channel. Maybe if I did do it, I might get a few more subscribers and get that channel monetized, but I have to wait for that. But anyway, I was at my bingo last night, and me and my friend, I didn't win anything, but it was my friend's lucky night. She won one line first. She got £5, so we split, whatever. Even if one of us doesn't win, we always split. That's the way it goes. So she split that with me, and then she won another line. But someone else shouted at the same time and says, "Oh, what she got was £2.50, because that's all we get is £5 a line." So she got £2.50 and split that, so we had 125p each. And then she won a game, and I think it was over £70, but somebody else shouted at the same time. So I think, I can't remember exactly how much, we got about £16 something each, I think it was. So at least we had the money for paid for our night, what it cost us for the night. But before I went out, it was just one of those days. When I do my hair, I usually put it up I tie it up in a pony. You can see this thing I've got on my head is one of those hard things for putting a bun inside. I usually tie it up and then twirl it around and around like that, and then put that thing on top. It keeps it tidy. But I tried about 3 times before I went out. Every time I was trying to put it in, my hair was all floppy and it wasn't sitting right. It was sort of hanging, and I could feel it bouncing up and down. And it took me about 3 times. I was getting really annoyed. I'm saying to myself, "Oh, why don't you just go and cut your hair, man, Sheila?" But I managed it anyway. And then I got my things together, my bag and all that, to go out to garage, get my car out the garage. And I looked at next door, I'd parked his van. The talk about women drivers. He had parked where I live. It's like a semicircle like this. So you have to follow the curve, go around when you park your car on the street. I mean, I never park on the street unless I'm being out somewhere and I'm going out again straight away. I'll just park, and I know how to park on the curb, but he doesn't. His front wheel of this van, it's quite a big one of those high back van things, was parked on the road. The wheel was on the road next to the curb, but the back wheels were halfway across the pavement. So it made, instead of his car being like a straight like that, it was angled like that. So one end of the car was practically over my drive. If he parked it straight, I would have been able to get out, no trouble. But I knew I was going to have trouble getting out, because when I come out of my drive gate, I have the 2 posts, and I can't start turning until I get past the posts. And that's going to take me right up near where this part of his van was sticking out on the road. And I thought, well, I couldn't care less about damaging his van, but I'm not going to damage my car. So I went and knocked on the door. It was the girl had answered. And I said, "Could you tell your boyfriend to move his car a bit?" I says, "because he's got it parked in an awkward position." I says, "Now I'm going to have an awful lot of trouble getting out of there." And she went in, and I heard voices and all that, like bad temper sort of like. And he came to the door and he said, "Well, I've left you plenty of room." I says, if you'd parked it straight, son, I says, there would have been plenty of room to get out, but I says, you parked at such an awkward angle. I says, pointing at him, I says, and before you see anything else, do not see women drivers. I says, because I know how to park. I says, you don't. I says, so just move it so I can get my car out without crashing into yours. He actually had a little titter out of him. Because I was annoyed to start with before I even went out, and so when I seen that made me worse when I seen the way he had parked that van. But I watched him. He got in the van and he tried to. There was a car parked further up on the house next door to his, which was still enough room for him to manoeuvre the van to park it straight. But he was backwards and forwards, and he parked further up, but he still had the wheels half on the road and half on the pavement. He just doesn't know how to park on a curve. But anyway, that was it. I managed to get out and I'd calmed down by the time I picked my friend up. So I was telling her, like, she always has a laugh when I tell her these things that goes on around parking around where I live. PO Cave, the other part of the street, they have a lot more room to park their cars outside, but it's all straight. When anybody comes in, they just need to park straight. But it is rather awkward learning to park on a curve. But I mean, I've lived here for about 35 years, and I used to park on the street before I got the drive, so I learned how to park on the curve. But anyway, that's my little bit for today. I'm going to carry on with this and do a little bit more of my own knitting. I'm determined to get this cardigan finished. Don't know whether I'll be wearing it till the summer, but I'm going to get it finished. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.